My name is Somashekar, course faculty for this course. Now I will show you the two important case, only two problem because of the time limitations. The same thing is applicable to all the problem, understand very neatly here. Cascade method for stamping operation. You already know that, correct? Control task for stamping operation is A plus, meaning what? Cylinder A extend brings the workbench beneath the cylinder B. Then what happen? Cylinder B will extend and stamps the workpiece. Then what happen? B minus, meaning what? B will take it out, cylinder will go, then A minus will go out. This you know already. Correct, friends? This quickly I will go the signal form A plus, B plus, B minus, A minus. This is a notational representation of the control task for the stamping operation. You have seen already in the previous slide. Now, as usual, the first step is same. Draw the power circuit showing the cylinder A 1.0 and B 2.0 and their respective final control elements 5 by 2 DCV as usual 1.1, 2.1 as per the requirements of the above control task along with the sensor position. A0 is we have to monitor cylinder A is in the retracted position. A1 means we have to monitor after cylinder A extends, then B will do activity. No, that is why we have to monitor the retracted position and extended position of the cylinder. That is why we have to mention in the circuit A0, A1, B0, B1, correct? Like this, you already know this. Cylinder A0 is the retracted position, A1 is the extended position. These are the sensor position. Nothing but here I am using the balls. B0, B1, correct? This is a 5 by 2 wave ball. You already know this. 1.1 and 2.1. Now, very important things. After drawing the power circuit, now from the group, now what you will do now, friends? Now form the group based on the control task A plus, B plus, B minus, A minus as follows. A plus, B plus should be in one group. A minus, B minus should be in the other group. You will divide this in any fashion, but conflicting nature you have to avoid. Meaning you should not group the same cylinder is extending and retracting in the one group. Remember that. That is a very important case. This is a very simple case. I will divide like this G1 and G2. Add the group changing circuit for two groups just below the power circuit as shown in the figure below. You will see here. Now you will see the top one is the power circuit. What is the power circuit? The main cylinders, beneath that the final control element 5 by 2 DCV for A, 5 by 2 DCV for the cylinder B. This is known as power circuit. Beneath that full is a control circuit in which it has the group changing circuit. What is this group changing circuit? How you are divided G1 and G2? I am using the G1 and G2 group. You will see here, friends, the G2 is always active. This is always, it is called a null position. Power supply position is always in the last group G2. Now, as usual, I have marked here A0, A1, B0, B1. Then here B0 we have to monitor as I have told you already, because all the operation will start it in the retracted position. B0 and A0, see here, correct? A0 and B0 are in the actuated position. Then A1, why it is A1? Because after it will extend, how to draw you will see. After it will extend, cylinder B should extend, B plus should happen. After B1 will reach, here only you will see here. It will come B minus should happen, B1 you will see here. One more very important thing is the point 1 is a very important valve which will change from the G1 to G2 group. Let us will see this, friends, how this pneumatic circuit will work. The group changing circuit, what I am drawn here, ensures that only one group will have a supply at any given point of time, whether G1 is active or a G2 is active, with other group connected to the exhaust. Add the control valves or sensors as specified in the notational form. Referring to figure, sensor A0 and B0 are in the actuated position, A0 and B0. Always the circuits will start with retracted position of the cylinders. It may be observed that port 14, what for it is? A plus action. Port 12 for A minus action of DCV 1.1 always connected to different groups. Please remember how I will connect. It is in G1, another group is in the G2. Remember, very important. The 14 is for A plus action should be, then A minus should be retracted position. How I grouped, same way you will connect here. Similarly, the port 14 of 2.1 DCV, for what it is? B plus. Similarly, for the port 12 for B minus, both should be in the different group. How you grouped, no? Same way, B plus should be in G1, B minus should be in the other, not be in the same group. Where to connect, you will understand this, friends. This inhibits the signals from appearing simultaneously on both sides of the control elements 1.1 and 2.1, because both are in the different group changing circuit G1 and G2. Here, when you will do like this, if G1 is active, you no need to worry, the cylinders or extension and retractions are not in the same group. Remember, that is one of the important things you have to remember in the cascade method. Referring to figure below, when the start push button is pressed, air supply from the G2 is directed to port 14 of reversing valve 0.1 through the DCV 1.4 and DCV 1.2. So, E1 actuates the DCV 0.1. So, the reversing valve changes over, causing the group supply to change to G1 from G2. Why? Because when you will press this, what it is? A0 is actuated. Then what happen? E1 signal is active. If E1 signal is active, what happen? It will changes the group changing circuit from G2 to G1. That is a beauty. You will see now here. When the group is changed to from G2 to G1, what happen? G2 is vented off. You remember, G2 is vented off. And the air supply from the G1 is directed to the 14 of DCV 1.1. Then, as there is no signal conflict, the valve 1.1 switchover causes the A plus action should be taken place, because here there is no signal. Now, the sensor A1 is actuated as a result of A plus action, allowing the air supply from the group G1 to reach 14. You will see when it will reaches A1, this will actuate. When it will reaches this sensor, this valve will get actuated. What happen? The G1 will send the energy to 2.1 through 14. Like this, you will see here how it is entering. After it is reaching, it will reach us 14 of 2.1 from the group G1. So, there is no signal conflict here. Then what happen? B plus happens. As there is no possibility of signal conflict here, valve 2.1 switches over, causing the B plus action automatically. Sensor B1, you will see now, sensor B1 is actuated, meaning what it is? The valve, the 2.3 actuates. What is this? E2. When E2 will come, again the group changing circuit will jump to the G2. Remember, as a result, the reversing valve switches over, causing the group supply to G2 from G1, like this. See here now. Now what happened here? Then 12 of 2.1 receiving the signal. Then you will see here, this is cut off, correct? This what a previous it is receiving G1, now it is cut off because of the changeover. Then what happens? The B will retract very easily, correct? As the group is changed to G2, the air supply from the group G2 is directed to the port 12 of the valve 2.1. As there is no signal conflict here, the valve 2.1 switches over, causing the B minus 1 action automatically. So, sensor B0 is actuated, meaning here you will see the DCV 1.3 is actuated as a result of B minus action, allowing the air supply from the group G2 to reach the port 12 of valve 1.1. As there is no signal conflict here, hence the valve 1.1 switches over, causing A minus action occurs simultaneously. See friends how it is. When I am grouping the A plus, B plus in G1 group, A minus, B minus in G2 group, at any instant of time only one group is active. Based on this, you will never get the signal conflicts in the cascade method. Now let us will see one more example very quickly, drilling operations. Control task is pneumatically controlled drilling and auto ejection of the workpieces. Problem statement is like this: circular shaped workpieces are to be drilled on a drilling cylinder B 2.0. The workpieces are arranged in a gravity feed magazine. These workpieces are pushed by the gravity on a clamping cylinder A 1.0, which has to bring the workpieces under the drilling cylinder B 2.0. And later, the finished workpieces are ejected through the cylinder C 3.0. Understand the problem statement, very important. 3 cylinders are there. Cylinder A, B, C now. The sequence of operations is as follows. Cylinder A 1.0 has to bring the workpieces under cylinder B 2.0. Then the cylinder B has to perform the drilling operation and then it will retract. Later, A 1.0 has to retract, then only the cylinder C 3.0 will extend and pushes the finished job onto the movable magazine, and then it will retract to its original position. This is a condition you have to follow. Develop a pneumatic circuit to implement the given task. As usual, you have to adopt any method. First, I will show you the positional layout. How many cylinders are there, friends, here? Now, we will see there are 3 cylinders are there. One is a clamping cylinder A 1.0, another one is a drilling cylinder 2.0, another cylinder is ejecting cylinder 3.0. Here it is the gravity feed magazine, which has a storage of workpieces. They will fall onto the workbench one by one. Then this clamping cylinder will push beneath the drilling cylinder. After operation is over, drilling cylinder will take it out, then this cylinder will come out, then ejecting cylinder will push the finished job into the movable magazine. It will go. This is a task given. You have to represent to understand clearly the positional layout. You have seen already in the previous slide this. Next, displacement step diagram. From the given statement, you have to form the displacement step diagram, how cylinder A operates, B operates, C operates. Yes, I am showing you here steps 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and notation I am showing you here down A plus, B plus, whatever it is. Now, we will see A, what happens? The cylinder A will extend first, A plus action. As soon as it will extend, what happens? The drilling operation should perform, that is why B plus. After drilling operation is over, the drilling cylinder should move back, that is why it is a B minus. Then after this, what happens, friends? A clamping cylinder should go back, A minus. Then only the ejecting cylinder will extend and pushes the finished job onto the movable magazine, then it will retract back. You have to represent the displacement step diagram. Next step. Afterward, you have to place the sensors. What are the sensors? To monitor the retracted position as well as extended position. How many sensors? A0, A1, B0, B1, C0, C1, correct? These are the sensors. You have to mark all. Or in the notational diagram, I will show you here the grouping of the control sequence of operation for the control task A plus, B plus, then B minus, A minus, C plus, C minus. You will see now here, friend, how I am grouping. A plus, B plus I am grouping. Then you will see B minus, A minus. If you will group one group, that is possible. But that time what happened? C plus and C minus, G3 contradictory. It should not. That is why I am taking C plus here. If you will group here, nothing will happen in the G2 group. Also, always it will start with the all cylinders are in the retracted position. Then when the cylinder C0 in the retracted position, A will start extending. When it will extend, what happens? A1 signal will generate, makes the B plus action should happen. When B plus will takes place, it actuates the B1 signal, which makes the cylinder to retract B minus. B minus will lead to B0, which makes the A minus should happen. Once A minus will takes place, which will generate the A0, then only it will make the C plus. When C plus happens, then C1 signals. Correct? When C1 actuates, then C minus will take place. I already explained this thing in the stamping operation. Quickly we will go. Now, I will show you the cascade circuit for the sequence of operation A plus, B plus, B minus, A minus, C plus, C minus. 3 groups I have made. Please understand, friends. A plus, B plus in G1 group, B minus, A minus, C plus in G2 group, C minus alone in the last group. You may group anyway, please remember friends, but you will remember at any instant of time G1 or G2 or G3 is receiving the power. Now I am showing you here all the position. I already explained these things in detail in the stamping operation. A 1.0, B 2.0, C 3.0. I have marked here A0, A1, B0, B1, C0, C1. As usual, you will see friends, A0 I am monitoring, B0 I am monitoring, C0 I am monitoring. Then I am using the various other valves to make the circuit active. Please take care. How many signals I am using? E1, E2, E3, because it is a 3 groups are there. This will, how many valves if you want you will use it, but any instant of time you will see once this, for example 1.1 of 14 is connected to G1, other in the other group. It should not be in the same group. Similarly here, correct? You will try to analyze this circuit again. It's very easy it is. As I have explained in the previous stamping operation, same way it is. Summary on cascade method of circuit design. The cascade system provides a straightforward method of designing any sequential circuit. This system will always give a workable circuit and only rarely will it be possible to suggest any improvements. The cascade system, however, must be carefully monitored by checking the following points. Preset. The system must be set to last group at the startup. The additional valves, the pressure drop, because the power supply is cascaded, a large circuit can suffer from excessive pressure drops. Cost. Usually the additional valves and connection greatly increase the cost of hardware. So, we will conclude today's lecture. In today's lecture, we have discussed in detail the following: representation of the control task in a multiple circuit using text form, positional layout form, notation form, displacement step diagram or a displacement time diagram, the role of 5/2 directional control, double pilot valve also known as a memory valve, signal conflicts and various methods of overcoming the signal conflicts. Mainly we discussed here is a use of 3/2 idle return roller valve and cascade method. Here we discussed designing and operating principles of stamping as well as the drilling. Due to shortage of time, I am concentrated only 2 problems. Power supply positions for the 2 group, 3 group and a 4 group circuits also discussed. Okay friends, we will stop now and see you all in the next class. Until then, bye bye. Thank you one and all for your kind attention. Sarve Jana Sukhino Bhavantu.